It is very, very important to clinically define burnout because it is a word that gets thrown around so much these days. And also, people can misdiagnose themselves or others. As an example, I have a friend who was working extremely hard, and she had every reason to suspect that her fatigue, her cognitive challenges that she was having, etc., or burnout related. But I always tell people, if you are really, really unusually tired or your mood is really negative, any big significant change like that, that the first thing you should actually do is see your doctor, because there are multiple things that can masquerade as burnout. And in the case of my friend, it turned out that she actually had iron deficiency anemia, significant anemia. And there's no way that a stress leave or a vacation or even changing jobs, which she might have done, this was a medical condition that she had. But now back to the symptoms of burnout itself, the majority of experts in the field agree on three fundamental components, all of which need to be present. So one is that exhaustion, and that's usually the first symptom to show up. So that's physical, mental, emotional exhaustion. And then the second one I find the most interesting, actually, and that's a real personality change towards the negative. So people may find themselves becoming more cynical about work, feeling more and more resentful. Like every time somebody puts something else on your plate or makes a demand of you at work, you just burn with resentment. That's a big flag. And an interesting piece related to that as well is that the way that you feel about your colleagues or clients and customers can also change. Like when I was practicing as a physician, I could always tell when I was starting to teeter on the edge of burnout, because how I felt about the patients would start to change. I would start to get irritated by them. I'm embarrassed even saying this, but I would. In fact, a lot of the grumpy doctors out there that you may encounter probably have burnout. And so when you find that the people around you in your work environment start to feel like obstacles versus people that you're collaborating with or have compassion for, that is also a big sign. And then finally, the third component, not surprisingly, when we're experiencing burnout, our productivity, our effectiveness at our job, at our work declines. But again, a really fascinating element of that is people will also simultaneously also start to lose their sense of confidence in their ability to do their jobs. They will start to question, why did I even think this was a good idea? Why am I here? And it's been so fascinating working as an executive coach that many people have hired me over the years for help quitting their jobs or transitioning careers entirely. And over again, because I get to work on them, get to work with them first in their context that they want to leave, they will typically start feeling so much better. Many of them haven't enjoyed their lives for a really long time. And as I tune up these various different parts, most of which I usually mention in presentations so people can apply them, the majority of people who hire me to help them quit don't end up quitting their jobs. It was burnout fundamentally. That was a problem. And also the ways they were working and living.